Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and this is Fallout 3 Part 87. And we just lost our dad to the Enclave, which means basically the Enclave is going down. And we've just found the Brotherhood, who apparently Dr. Lee's in good with.
This ain't a tourist trap. You civilians get topside immediately.
What? Where? No! Garza! Yo, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Get away from Garza. Good. Okay, they're good. They're fine. I don't know where all these ghouls came from. I guess loading the save from last time respawned them somehow or something. Good boy, dog meat. You're doing an awesome job. Okay.
What is it?
Let's keep it moving.
We'll be...
You're right, this is not a tourist trap. Let's keep moving. Anyway, I was looting this. I had to turn around fast because of the ghouls. Thanks for the help. Okay, I think this is gonna be it right here. More jets everywhere. Medics. Ladder to the capital wasteland. We're over 400 paralyzing punches. Oh, this must be it. The Citadel. Knock one more location off the map of needed things to find, I guess. Paladin Bale.
I am Dr. Madison Lee. I have people with me in need of shelter. You must allow us access at once.
I'm sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized civilians allowed inside the Citadel. You'll have to leave now.
Lions! I know you're in there! I know you can hear me! You open this goddamn door right now!
Damn.
Name's Paladin Bale. What do you need, civilian?
That was powerful. What can you tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel?
I can see you're trying to appeal to my good nature. Pity for you, I don't have one. I'll give you this one for free. We use our big guns to kill big super mutants, so people like you can sleep at night.
Little do you know, I've killed more than probably your entire order has in the last 10 years. I can come in now, right?
That's an affirmative. You're clear to enter, but I still don't like it. Or you.
Maybe not in the last, maybe not the whole order in the last 10 years, but in this year? Possibly. What is this place?
You're standing in front of the Citadel, headquarters to the Brotherhood of Steel, Capital Wasteland Detachment.
Anything about the super mutants I should know?
Yeah, the city ruins are crawling with them. They've pretty much overrun all of old DC. Do yourself and us a favor and stay as far away from there as humanly possible. Definitely no place for civilians.
Okay. Gotta go, I guess.
Steel be with you.
Steel be with you. May the force be with you. May the steel. The waters of life complete. The Citadel courtyard.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Picking up the trail.
Madison, I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you?
Don't talk down to me, Lions. I had nowhere else to turn. You must help us. Project Purity has been overrun.
Yes, I'd heard reports of an incident there. What details can you give us?
The Enclave. They've attacked Project Purity. James is dead. There may be more. I don't know. You have to do something.
Then it's as we feared. Madison, I'm sorry this happened. I wish I could have done something.
Then do something now. They've taken over the Purifier. Lions, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the Purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, He found what's been missing. We know how to get it running.
Is that so? Does the Enclave know this?
No, I don't think... I don't know. I just don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Madison, it'll be okay. Now, this is James's son, I presume? I
Yeah.
can see the resemblance.
Yes. He knows what we need. Vault-Tec computer, something to locate equipment. Please help him.
Very well, we'll sort this all out.
Hail.
Okay.
I need to rest, lie down or something. This is just too much. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you tell them.
Okay, Dr. Lee. Elder Lions. Sentinel Lions?
You just managed to get yourself into all sorts of trouble, don't you?
You know
Welcome
it.
to the Citadel. Not many civilians get to see the place.
Found a Brotherhood holotag. What should I do with it?
Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found.
Okay. Where can I find Scribe Jameson?
She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall.
Okay. Any thoughts on the Enclave?
I've read the reports, seen the initial scans, but I can hardly believe it. I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow, if my father permits it.
Care to share anything about supermutants?
You've seen them, so you know what we know. What more is there to say?
Okay.
If we can figure out where they're coming from, we might be able to stop them. If not,
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
it's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so.
Okay, gotta go.
Stay strong.
Always will be. Elder Lions?
You have my condolences. Your father was a good man.
Agreed. Made some odd choices in his life, but agreed. Can you tell me about the Outcasts?
The outcasts are a result of my greatest mistake, but a mistake I'm proud of nonetheless. When I came here, I realized for the first time that the Brotherhood's technology could truly save the survivors in this wasteland. I chose to help them, even if it meant putting the Brotherhood's interests at risk. Some of my soldiers called me a hero. Others called me a traitor. The dissenters left my command, calling themselves outcasts to mock me. I cannot fault their dedication, even if I find them lacking in compassion.
Right. Thought the protection of humanity was a part of the Brotherhood's oaths.
Only in a very broad sense. The Brotherhood's oaths are to protect
Oaths.
humanity's progress, but not necessarily every human. The outcasts and members of the Brotherhood in other places consider it a waste to protect most people. After all, they say, everyone knows how to make another human, but the secrets to making a P-94 plasma rifle are all but lost.
Oh, that's interesting. How do your remaining soldiers feel about the Outcasts?
Even now, a year after they left, the
So it's only been
wounds
a
of
year.
their departure are still sore.
That's really recent.
Some of my soldiers are angry about it. They see it as an insult to me. Bless them for their loyalty. They're more angry about it than I ever was. Others understand their decision. Sometimes I hear them wondering if they should have gone with them. I can't blame them, but I stand by my decision, and I respect theirs.
That's fair. Elder Lions looks pretty reasonable. Has your decision been worth it?
Has it been worth the cost in lives and resources to protect people like you from the super mutants? You tell me. I suspect my daughter's squad helped save your life, and most of our recent recruits have come from those we've saved over the years. It's cost us, but we've saved many lives, and made the capital wasteland a place where people can live. Yes, I'd say that's been worth it.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way. I don't know if we were necessarily saved by your daughter's squad, but okay. Enough about the Outcasts.
Yes. Let's speak of other things.
What do you know about the Enclave?
More than anyone else, I dare say. Certainly enough to know they're the greatest threat the capital wasteland has ever faced.
That's ominous.
The Brotherhood of Steel has encountered the Enclave before, you see. Over 30 years ago, back in California. Then they were led by a President Richardson. Now we've got this Eden to contend with. It matters not now, as before they seek to control and destroy. All in the guise of restoring order. Your father, I fear, was just the beginning.
Okay. I'd like to know more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
The Brotherhood is an old organization going back to the years just after the war. We are but a part of it. What would you like to know?
I'd like to know why my dad died. Oh, Trenton is so not over that yet. If you're just a part of the Brotherhood, where's the rest of it?
The Brotherhood began on the West Coast. It exists there still. We were dispatched to this location many years ago. In truth, the Brotherhood of Steel has been struggling for years, both here and back home. Honor, truth, courage. These virtues seem to have little meaning in these troubled times, I'm afraid.
Why are you here in the Capital Wasteland?
Ah, no. That's the real question, isn't it?
About as far from the West Coast as you get while
Our
still being in
orders
America.
were, and are, to acquire any and all advanced technology. And we have, to the best of our abilities. But when I realized the extent of the super mutant threat, I felt it was my responsibility to aid the people in their struggle against them. Unfortunately, my superiors back west disagree with my assessment of the situation. They feel I've grown too attached to the local populace. And they're right. In any event, the Enclave's arrival changes everything.
How long have you been here?
It's been over 20 years since we arrived, and we've been struggling to contain and eradicate the super mutants for nearly as long. With the arrival of the Enclave, I have a terrible feeling the super mutants are the least of our worries.
That's not good that he considers the Enclave that much greater of a threat than super mutants. That's all I wanted to know.
So be it.
I'd like to know more. Oh, we already did that.
What more did you want to know?
No, we already did that. Anything you can tell me about the super mutants?
Would you believe no? It's pathetic, really, considering we've been fighting those abominations for nearly 20 years. In all that time, all we've managed to do is to contain the threat, hold them back so they don't overrun every blasted settlement out here. But we don't really know anything. Where they're from, why they've infested the DC ruins. And now here we are, holed up in our Citadel. Low on resources, low on troops. It's enough to make an old man so very tired.
Man, so in 20 years they've been trading lives back and forth with the super mutants. Gotta go.
Hail.
Hail. That's crazy. Brotherhood of Steel Initiate, okay. That must be where the helicopters come from.
Okay, lady, you're rescued. Now let's get out of... What? Boss, it's empty. Hands up, chumps. Nobody escapes from Paradise Falls.
No one escapes from Paradise Falls. Door to Citadel Laboratory. Sure. Ooh, it's just more of these, huh? Oh my god. Is that what I think it is? I mean, my memory may be bad, but I remember this guy. Kid me loved this thing. Loved it. It's a giant robot. Liberty Prime Operations. Historical records. Project summary. Classified eyes only. Project goal, no less than the creation of the most powerful combat robot the battlefield has ever seen, with the express goal of liberating occupied Anchorage, Alaska from its Chinese aggressors. Summary. The United States Army has succeeded in contracting both Robco and General Atomics International to work on their first joint project. The robot that they create, Liberty Prime, will be the very embodiment of American military might. A walking, talking, nuke-tossing hero who will remind the world what it means to be a superpower. I'm fully confident that the presence of Liberty Prime at the Anchorage front line will be to the Chinese what the Hiroshima bomb was to the Japanese in 1945. Whoa. General Constantine Chase. In a startling turnaround from their previous policy of complete covert development, the United States Army has confirmed that they are indeed working on a new superweapon, one designed specifically to crush the Red Chinese invasion force and liberate occupied Anchorage, Alaska once and for all. Speaking at an Army press conference at the Pentagon, General Constantine Chase stated, "No more secrets. The time has come to lay all our cards on the table, so the Chinese can see with their own eyes that we've got the winning hand. The United States Army is proud to announce that for the first time in history, General Atomics International and ROPCO have joined forces to create for this great country a superweapon that will leave every single yellow-bellied Red shaking in their commie booties." Unfortunately for our readers, that's as specific as Chase is willing to get. While he and the Army are ready for China to know the U.S. is developing a new weapon, they're not quite ready to divulge just what it is, or when it will be ready for deployment. All in due time, all in due time. Rest assured, when this weapon is complete, liberty will come to Anchorage and hell will follow. Dr. Bloomfield to General Chase. I'm sorry, but you're being completely unrealistic. There's simply no way the robot will be combat ready in 3 months. The chassis is complete, all weapon systems are online, and the voice module has been programmed as requested. But power consumption is still our primary concern. Neither Doctors Honeywell nor Park have yet found an acceptable solution. We'd hoped to subcontract Vault Tech and utilize the talents of Dr. Braun, but apparently he's gone into seclusion working on one of their own projects. And they couldn't reach him at this point if they wanted to, so that's out. I'll give it to you straight, General. This is the biggest robot the world's ever seen, and we just haven't been able to find a power source small enough and powerful enough to get the damn thing running with all its systems online. In 3 months, we might be able to guarantee the robot can walk into downtown Anchorage, but all of his weapon systems will be offline. Maybe you can just step on the Red Chinese? Okay. Diagnostics. May 8th this year. Here are the diagnostics of the latest robot diagnostic. Okay. Mobility 0, navigation translation 0, internal processors 646, weapon systems 45, power management 37, voice module 100. Scribe Rothschild is confident that by redistributing power from the weapons and mobility subsystems, we'll be able to bring power management up to at least 67%, enough to successfully carry out a full activation sequence. Okay. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full diagnostic of the robot. Here are those results. 001213-100. It's been determined that the recent feedback spike, which resulted in overall system degradation, was in fact caused by the installation of the new power capacitor as Scribe Rothschild suspected. Until further notice, scribes are ordered to cease any and all experiments that involve the rerouting of power from any of the robot's subsystems. Yikes. Current. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full diagnostic of the robot. Here are those results. 0087 internal processors, 60 weapons, 3 power management, 100 voice module. It's the assessment of Scribe Rothschild that once the power management issues are solved, mobility and navigation translation will jump to at least 50%, well within acceptable operating capacity. Lead Scribe's Journal. Another day, another setback. We had tried, of course, rerouting power from weapons to the robot's other subsystems several times. Each attempt ended in failure, thanks to the robot's overly aggressive combat subroutines. It's almost as if there's some hidden pocket of AI that keeps pushing against us, refusing to let anyone drain power from the weapon systems. I guess that shouldn't surprise me, considering why he was constructed in the first place. That's why I began work on the neural dampener in the first place. I was convinced I could trick the robot into thinking I had actually redistributed the power from some other subsystem. The damn thing proved smarter than that, certainly smarter than me. All I managed to do was fry some of his circuitry, again, and set us back another 3 months. Yikes. July? I'm tired of trying to reroute power like some kind of snot-nosed initiate. I don't care what kind of drain it puts on the scribe's ability to research and maintaining the weapons and armor. I'm proceeding with the AVF experiments. If I can successfully create an accelerated vector fusion module, similar to the technology I saw Dr. Lee working with all those years ago, we'll have our first real chance of getting the robot fully operational. Maybe then the Western Elders will realize our worth. August 1st. Unfortunately, the accelerated vector fusion experiments haven't gone as planned. Odish suffered second-degree burns, and at one point we accidentally channeled so much power to the robot's head laser it discharged and nearly killed Elder Lions. He was not pleased. So they're trying to prove themselves to the West Coast, almost. Voice emitter test.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized.
Neat. The Enclave seems to have developed advanced
AVF problem. Recent experiments with accelerated vector fusion have not gone according to plan. All scribes assigned to the lab should check with Scribe Rothschild on a daily basis and obtain any modified technical parameters as needed. Warning: leaky hydraulics. come to our attention that several scribes have slipped on hydraulic fluid near the eastern end of the robot lift. Until the offending pipes can be mended completely, please use caution in that area. Enclave tactical assessment. Weapons, plasma base capable of molecular destabilization. Armor, advanced power armor Mark II. Transportation of vertebrates. Tactical assessment. The Enclave forces that have occupied Project Purity are nearly identical to those encountered on the West Coast in the year 2020-41. Threat potential severe. GNR Battle After Action Report. It is the opinion of Sentinel Alliance that the recent supermutant attack on GNR was not indicative of a larger assault as was originally thought. Instead, the forces that attacked the radio station were probably en route to the mall to reinforce their own kind in a prolonged battle against the mercenaries of Talon Company. Interesting. Okay, we already saw that. Notice Redden funeral canceled. Due to certain unexpected tactical developments, funeral services for Initiate Redden have been canceled. Memorial service will be scheduled sometime in the future, date to be determined.
Advanced plasma
Redden, by the way. I remember that guy.
Analyze our power armor.
Scribe Rothschild.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries.
Thanks for your sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment?
Mm-hmm.
A GEC? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one.
We'll make it happen. So you know how to find one.
Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
Okay.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
Thanks. About damn time. Thanks for the help.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
Okay.
Hail.
Use the Vault-Tec computer located in the Citadel archives to locate a GEC. Anybody else here with a name I should be talking to? Doesn't look like it.
Gyros are live again. It'll take a few hours to clean it out.
Looks like no. There's a whole lot going on here. This is a big place. The Citadel looks like you could defend it for quite a while. And hide bobbleheads aplenty. Okay, these are all bunkers and places for people to sleep. Got it. Okay, here's where they eat. Got it. I can see how they survive. That's straightforward. They have the living space, the beds.
Need something, friend?
Foot lockers for personal effects. Food. Trenton is just trying to distract himself from the fact that his dad is dead. Because that's still bullshit to him. Knight Captain Durga.
Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lion says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out.
Okay. Interesting. Wait, Scribe Peabody?
The Elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome, etc. Now, I'm really very busy. Is there something you needed?
Some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to Scribe Jameson. She's the archivist, not me.
Okay. Can you tell me something about the scribes?
Indeed I can. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado.
I see.
It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain. Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than those dim-witted grunts.
Let me guess, you belong to the order of the... Pretty sure scribes and knights are both equally important. If you had no muscle, you would be overrun like nothing.
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, weapons, defenses, and research, respectively.
Okay. Let me guess, you belong to the order of...
Sword, of course. Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility.
The Order of the Quill has got to be busy, whereas the Sword and the Shield have a lot less to do. They're more focused, obviously, and I understand why they're important. But to be weapons, defense, and then all other research, Order of the Quill has got to be loaded with stuff.
Certainly.
Okay, any thoughts on the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah. It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability. I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the Black Devil power armor of theirs. We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
Alright, Scribe Peabody. Anything about super mutants you care to share?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
Okay. I know why. Out of character. Do you think you could repair my equipment?
Ha! With my eyes closed. And I will, too. But it will cost you, outsider.
No. We're good. Thank you. 19 repair. Alright. Gotta go.
Until next time.
Thanks, Scribe Peabody. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and actually use that minigun we've been holding on to for repairs. Get Eugene back up to 95 at least. Alright, and then this goes where? This final door we haven't gone through yet. Oh, it's in this room. Okay. Let's leave. So this is, oh, Dr. Lee.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next.
Garza.
Hey there.
Hey, gotta leave.
And I have work to do.
Alright, good luck with whatever you're doing, Garza. That's the smithy. That sounds exciting. Scribe Bowditch?
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you. We don't get many strangers here in the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted. I am Scribe Bowditch. If you require something, simply ask.
Okay, tell me more about the Outcasts.
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the Outcasts.
What sort of disagreements did they have?
Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the Capital Wasteland, the Outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates.
Right.
They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor.
Who were the exiles?
The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years. Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the Outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle.
Right. Is there any way to reconcile them?
Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there after all.
Right. What are you doing about them?
As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse.
Okay. Enough about the Outcasts.
It is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it?
What do scribes do?
Why, a great many things.
Are you
There
Shield
are
or
3
Quill?
orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study.
Yeah, we've had this talk. Which order do you serve, Squire Bowditch?
I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff.
Okay.
Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend.
Wait, we're in the Pentagon?
Ah, but that was yesterday, when all we had to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave. Now, that's a different problem altogether.
I didn't realize we're in the Pentagon. That makes sense. Could you name them?
Of
Yeah.
course. The Order of the Sword.
Just getting rid of the
Let me know
highlight.
if you need something else.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The Advanced Mark II.
How do you like mine?
But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it.
Okay. Share anything about the super mutants? They don't know anything.
They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal. Some of the pieces we've had brought back, men and women ripped in half, some pulled through their armor. Just horrible.
Yo, they're really hyping up super mutants, aren't they? Whereas Trenton doesn't see them as all that. Even overlords are like more annoying than they are threatening. Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood.
Okay.
But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know?
Central beliefs?
I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest.
Okay.
Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past.
Right.
But not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the outcasts, disagree with these priorities.
What have been the highlights of your time with the Brotherhood?
I like to think that I've still got some big achievements left in me, although some of my joints seem to disagree these days. I'll tell you what the lowlights of my time have been, though. Every time I've been shot at. I'm a scribe, not a soldier.
What's the biggest challenge the Brotherhood has ever faced?
It seems like whichever challenge we're facing is always the biggest one. Survival at first, then expansion, and now cohesion. We've seen plenty of wasteland freaks or would-be dictators. They're not too bad, at least we've faced that sort of thing before. But more recent events, like the schism with the outcasts, those are the problems that worry me.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it, man.
Back to work.
Back to work. Alright, who's this? Star Paladin
Hail
Cross.
to you.
Star
By the
Paladin.
traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lyons, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am
Thank
Star
you.
Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lyons.
So not armory, just
And I am
arm.
honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now, what may I do to help you?
You knew my father.
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He
Wow.
was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you.
You didn't need to.
I
but
only
thank
pray
you.
that my own death has such meaning.
I loved him so much, I'll never forget him.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story. And continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. But now I must ask you a difficult question, if I have your leave to do so.
By all means, ask. Karma.
I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore fresh water to the people. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work.
Whoa, what? Wait, this is a companion? What about the Enclave?
As a Star Paladin, I answer only to Elder Lyons. He has given me leave to pursue the restoration of Project Purity, as I see fit.
Really?
By aiding you in your travels, I shall fulfill that mission as best I am capable.
I'd be honored, Star Paladin Cross.
Then I shall follow your leave and submit to your command. As James's child, I know I don't need to explain, but I am not your servant. If I do not like the path your actions take, I will return here. Now, let us go forward. Crush the Enclave and fulfill your father's mission.
Yeah, let's go. Whoa, Star Paladin Cross.
Yes. What do you require?
I had no idea this companion even existed.
In the words of Elder Theus, a brother well equipped is a brother keeping to his duty.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Star Paladin Cross. Coming with us? And Dogmeat too? All three of us? Oh, we're about to tear the wasteland apart.
Hail.
This is gonna go great. How tanky is she? She's no Dogmeat, but a full VATS run at her with Eugene wouldn't do that much to her. That's awesome. Well, I guess we'll leave it here then. That's a really cool discovery. I did not expect that at all. Wow. A-ring's that way, okay. A-ring. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like, and if you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Either way, thank you so much for joining Trenton and I, Dogmeat, and Star Paladin Cross on this journey. And all 4 of us will see you next time.